ladies and gentlemen, and a wonderful evening to you. I will be doing the castle courtyard and preparing the greenhouse now. I will ask you to give me 1 minute while I set up everything. I'm now using an iPad Pro. I'm using my two laptops to separate the whole workload so that my PC where I'm playing can get the maximum FPS it can. Let's hope it gives me at least a few more FPS. Mhm. We will see if it will work out in a second or two. Mhm. Okay. Now my Restream app is open on one laptop. My hosting for the stream is open on the second one. And my game is open on the third one. So everything should be at optimal efficiency. So let's see here, and let's begin the preparations. So first thing we need is foundations. We will need about 32 more. Or do I have some prepared already? I have to check. I have none here, none here. Okay, we have foundations prepared, which is quite lovely. Now the next thing I will need is greenhouse doors, greenhouse walls and materials. For that I need to take the crystals out of here. I need to take the metal out of here and put them in the deck crafting station. So crystals and metal. What do we need? Cementing paste as well. I think I have a little bit cooked up. Not a lot at the moment. I have a little bit in here. Okay. 340. Let's take most of it. So we have enough to make how many greenhouse walls? 84. We won't be needing this much. We will need 36 approximately. We will need a greenhouse double door frame. Greenhouse double door. Sloped wall right. We will need 2 of these. Sloped wall left. 2 of these. And for the roofs and the ceilings, I will need a few more. Let's take... So we have how many? 14, 36. That means 18 will be needed. Let's make 16 at the moment, and let's make 8. We will see how everything goes. For now, let's just go set up our lovely greenhouse. Now we will inspect which area we want it to be in. So this is going to be our taming pen. We already decided. This back part should be specifically used. My guess is this is the bigger part. I could use this part for... Yep. Let's make this part into our lovely greenhouse. Maybe I should take my Yankee and clean all of this up. Let's see if it can actually go through here. Let's take the Ankylodon. Or should we take our kangaroo? The kangaroo gathers berries quite nicely as well. Okay. Plus it's easier to move in and out. Oh, okay. Let's see, can it make it its way through? It cannot. Okay. We'll have to go around. I guess we can close this portcullis. And let's go off to the side. Okay, don't jump too far. Okay, thank you, little man. He's an expert gardener, as you can see. Would need him in real life to take care of some of our gardens in front of our home. Okay. Now that this is more or less done, let's begin our build. Firstly, we need 2, maybe a third one, and then we need to pick these 2 up, and then we can proceed. And now we want at least 1 block of separation, and 2 on this side. We will see how big this thing will be. Maybe I should do it like this, just to save a few the blocks. I probably won't be needing this much space anyway. Now let's see here. Okay, this is going to be quite lovely, I think. Okay, if I go a little bit further, my FPS drops a little bit. I'll still have to find a way to circumvent that while keeping the best possible quality of the game. And this will be perfect. Okay. Nicely sized. Oh. Okay. Let's go get our greenhouse. Let's drop these inside. No, not here, pardon me. Not here as well. But we may drop them inside of here. Do we actually need... I don't think we need a huge amount of things. We have prepared everything. Let's make 6 ceilings at the moment. And may I carry all of this? I think I can. I'm not being overburdened, I hope. Let's set up some walls. Let's go to our inventory. Now the first thing is we will need a door. We just need 1 for this build. Usually some people like to have multiple doors. Okay. And now we want to make this only 1 high. So we won't be using that much walls. We will have the maximum bonus, even from just making this whole structure 1 high. And I will have some greenhouse doors walls to spare if I will want an expansion, but so far I don't think that will be needed. Let's do it like so. Perfect. And on this side as well. Perfect. Now the sloped roofs, they have to click in properly. Okay, I think I will need the left and right ones first. So the right one goes here, the left one goes here, the second left one goes on this side, and the second right goes on this side. Lovely. Oh, is it correct? These have a little bit of an offset, but that may be just normal. We will see in a second. So we are placing these roofs like so. So we need to do this right over here. Oh. One side of our ceilings is sticking out for some reason. Let's double check. Disable. Switch to manual. Now why is one side sticking out? Okay. No. Yes. Okay. There don't seem to be any gaps. However, both sides are sticking out a little bit. It may be due to the foundations. Okay. Now let's take our bird and go get some water. You can just go down here. So let's click 7, let's click 8, and let's click 9. Let's get back on our bird and fly back home. Let's go to our inventory. Let's select our ceilings. We will need approximately 12 more to finish this baby up. Maybe a little bit more. So let's just see. 1. Oh my. I think it's sticking out again. Okay, it isn't. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, and 7. So 7, 21, 22 in total. This is how much we will need. So let us see here. Do we have any cementing paste available? We have a little bit. Let's take all of this. Let's throw in half of the cementing paste here and half it into this one. We can put down the rest that are not needed. Or actually I can take them. Oh, only 9. We need some more crystal. Okay, I do not have any crystals in this part, so I will have to go and mine some. Now the best way to mine crystals, come on, leads this way. Is to take your Argent and carry an Anki over to the first crystal spawn. Okay. Let's take our RG over here. And let's pick up our Ankylodon. Now let's make a circle without dropping him and bring him to the crystal spawns one by one. Okay, we have 400 crystals. That's half of what we need at the moment. I may use up a whole episode or some time when no one is around to actually gather up a few thousand or 20-30,000 crystals. Okay. I did not need that. Let's go this way. It would have been easier to carry him, I think. Now I like these crystals. They don't give you any unnecessary items. They only give you what you need. There's a big one next to the river. I will be collecting that one. Now let's try to hit all of these. Okay. Nice. Can actually reach them. Which is very fortunate for us, but I don't know if it's possible. Oh, it is. That's quite lovely. It is possible to reach the last one. And let's go to the watering pool. And let's gather all the crystals up from there. So we have some unnecessary crystals, but most of them we do need. You got some stone, we can always use that. The other berries are probably not necessary. And I can now go back and finish up the greenhouse. Now I have been thinking about what my friend Craig said. I do think I will go 1 or 2 more levels on top of the castle. Let's just get the Yankee over these to the safety of the palisade. And we need to make a few more ceilings. We needed 22 in total. We were making 9. So let's go over here. Let's drop off the crystals. We have 9. That means we need 13 more. This also means I can take half of the crystals and put them where they're needed, inside of this one. Now the next thing we will need is irrigation. We don't have the engrams unlock. Metal pipe, so we need all of the S+, S+ intake, S+ vertical, S+ metal, and we need the metal pipe, which is inclined and straight. This will be all. Do we have the intersection? Metal pipe intersection. We do not. Okay. So let's go into here. Let's write pipe. And now let's see, what do we need? We need some wood for the intake. We need some wood for the taps. Let's go get some wood. We do probably have a little bit of wood in here. We'll not need more than 600, I'm sure. So let's write pipes. Let's take the intake. Let's take 2 verticals. We will probably just need 1, but just in case, we will probably need 3 intersections. We will need straight pipes, approximately 14, and we have 3 intersections, so we will need 6 taps. Now the good thing about the S Plus mod is that you do not need to have direct contact to water. Now if we didn't need direct contact to water, this would have been quite a lot harder. But since we do not need it, this will be a lot easier than expected. Now let's go right into here. Let's place all of our ceilings. And now, as soon as the last ceiling is in, we will get our greenhouse effect bonus. One, and 2, and 3. Okay. Now let's check out how it looks. Is everything straight? It is. What about this side? Oh, we may drink the water. Now let's see inside of here. Nothing is actually useful to us. We can always scrap the unnecessary things to get possibly some resources from them. We have 1, 2, we have 1, 2. This is 4. Go to our inventory and prepare our intake. And prepare our 2 vertical pipes. Now, what we need to do... Oh, you don't say? Okay. We will need a lot more. And we will have to choose our side wisely. Okay. We will need a lot more pipes. I did think the S Plus did not require us to actually have that many pipes, but I do guess I was wrong. We will need a lot more vertical pipes, probably 20 more. And straight pipes, we will probably need around 8 more. We'll be making all of that right now. Let's see here. Let's make more cementing paste. Let's make more gunpowder. Let's make more spark powder. How many cementing pastes have been prepared? 2.7k. That's lovely. Let's drop most of it off here. And let's make some more polymers. I will need some more obsidian also. 675 should be more than enough. This will probably be more than enough. I do think I have almost everything needed for the industrial forge, but that is not a big issue at the moment. We will need it a little bit later. Now the first thing is to bring the water uphill here. For that I do need my argent. Now when you're building an uphill castle and you need to get some irrigation, I do recommend using a flyer to build. They're usually your best bet for a simple build. Now, since I am a little bit downfolded, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we need to go like this. We need to go straight down as possible. Okay. Next thing we need, this bird will be our marker, how we need to place the pipe. So I need my metal pick. And I need to destroy this one. Now this will take maybe a while. Okay. Now we see our Argent. We have to use his middle feather so that we can align this one as best we can. And then we can build up as much as possible. Now that we have done that, we need to take our Argent up again. And we need to be fly building. Now fly building can be a little bit tricky. No. Yes. Oh dear. It can also sometimes take a while to get properly done. Okay. Almost there. Okay. And we will not even have enough vertical pipes to finish off this build. What we can do now is either go with the straight pipes and go as close as possible to the inner part, like so. Come on. No, no, no. Now this is going to be the hard part. Never mind. Oh, we were actually able to get it. Good. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Okay, this is as close as we will get. And as straight as we will get at the moment. Now we have used a lot of straight pipes. We will need a lot more. So let's go into here. Let's take our vertical pipes. Let's make 6. 6 more will be enough. Straight pipes, we have 8. We will need about 12 more, I think. Maybe even more. But the first thing we will need is our vertical pipes. Now for the next part, you do not need your Argent. Next part is actually quite simple. In the next part, you go off to the edge where you will be building. Try not to fall off, of course, and build up. 3, 4, 5, And then you can build your straight pipes. And you can see how it is going and where it is going. So with this height, I do think we will be doing good. It's not perfectly straight. It would have been better if it was a few centimeters to the left, but we will live with it. We have one vertical pipe spare. We will not throw it away. We will actually keep it, because this intersection that we will be placing, we will need one more though. I think we will need one more intersection. So let's take one more intersection. Can we make some reservoirs? We cannot at the moment. Okay, take the straight pipes, take these. And I need to invest some points. Okay. The water tanks will be needed later. We will be connecting them to our kitchen, which will be also preparing all of our water. So the one thing we will need now is to actually open our inventory. We need the intersection. And we want to firstly set this one here, and secondly connect it to an intersection. Now on this intersection we will connect pipes like so. And then the second one, which will go inside. So let's go right over here. Is it correct? That's almost correct. Oh my. This is almost perfectly centered. Okay, that was quite fortunate for us. But we do not need this one. I'll beg your pardon. I need to remove this pipe. And I need to place the intersection on this side. I need a secondary intersection that goes on this side. And now I need the taps. Now for this build, I do recommend you go one out. And then you can place your tap either on the edge or like so. Or if you want to place it on the edge, I think that would also be enough. Like so. It will irrigate both this and this area. So let us see. 2 blocks will be irrigated here. 2 blocks will be irrigated here. Now we need one here. We need one on this side. We need one here, and we need the last one right over here. As soon as this is done, we need to learn the grabs for the crock plots. So, crop plots. We only need the large crop plots or the seamless ones. Yes, please. Okay. Now these are a bit on the expensive side, but they're very well worth it. Now let's see here. They're actually 5 times as expensive as the large ones, but I can live with that. We have some very good wood gatherers. We have some very good fiber gatherers, some stone gatherers, so we can do it. We have wood, we need thatch, stone, and fiber. Do I have fiber in here? I do. Let's take half of it. Thatch, I do not. Wood, I do not. Perhaps they are all in this one. Let's go here. I'll take most of the wood. The thatch, I will take most of it as well. And as for the stone, I can take half of this stack without even having any problems. After we throw in all of these, we can make the crock plots. Now, I take it 20 would be 5 each. Let's make 24. And while we are doing that, I can go to this chest, throw in the rest of the flint that I will not need at the moment. Ooh, wrong one. Beg your pardon. This is the correct one. Throw in this. I can go to the other one. This one right here. I'll throw in half and half. I will only keep 2 of these. Let's get 2 tanks underway. I will explain why later. We need canisters. Canteens, sorry. I will spend 36 points on that, yes. And we will be crafting some canteens and filling them up with water. Okay, while this is crafting up, we can do this. Should be working perfectly fine now. Seamless crock plots, 20 something, 23, and 24. Okay. And we need the tanks, both of them. Thank you. How much metal did we accumulate? Enough to prepare the industrial forge. But first we need the forge grounds ready. And now, let us see here. So we can put one here. The second one needs to be next to it as much as possible. 2. No, this is a little bit crooked. Good enough. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Now this is our first 6. Irrigated, 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 and irrigated. This is very important. When you're making your crock plots, you want to actually leave a little bit of space in between so you can walk and easily access them. So the second line, you can use the windows to make sure they're straight, or the lines on the floors. This is 1, this is 2, but they are a little bit crooked, as you can see, so we have to redo them. We can leave them crooked, that's not a problem to us. but I don't really like it. Honestly, it's not my thing. And usually people use ladders. Let's see here. Still a little bit on the crooked side. Okay, this should be straight now. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, and 6. It's almost straight. The offset is minimal. So I think it's good enough. And I will have enough to make 2 separate rows. So let's use our window once more. And this should be about correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, like so. And now that we have the measurement for the straight one, we can place the final one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now, by no means is this perfect, especially because the last part was hard to snap to each other, but it's really good enough. If I made them a little bit more compact, which I think I will actually do, I think I will reset these. So I'll reset everything except the last line. And I'll make sure that all of them are right next to each other. Let's see here. Almost perfect. Nope. Crooked. Okay, minimum gaps are still here. Now I'm only doing it like this now, so that I can place a small fenced out dung beetle area. Crooked. Oh, okay. It's these guys that are crooked. So let's replace you again. Now you're crooked on the other side. Oh dear. I cannot set this one to snap properly. However, I can do my best to snap it properly by hand. Click this, and click this one. Now let's see. Close but no cigar. Okay. I guess I'm not going to master placing crock plots today. But never mind. I know many of you will not like this because it's a little bit ugly, but I'm working with the Castles and Keeps mods. So it makes it a little bit harder since it doesn't allow snapping to the floor. Let's just make it like this. I'll take all of the punishment tomorrow. Okay. Now we have a lot more room. And now this area on the side can be sealed off with railings to be made into a small walking area for the dung beetle. So let's go get our railings. Here. Yes, please. We'll also be setting up our tanks now. Now at the moment we only have one dung beetle. I plan to expand that to 5 or 6 if possible. So the area that we will need is this size approximately. And this would be enough for 6 to 8 dung beetles on wander. Now, we can jump across this and jump out quite easily, but the dung beetles cannot move through it, which is a very vital factor. And on this part, on the outer side of our base, we need to set one pipe on each side. I do think we have one on this one. So, at this point, we can snap one water tank here, one water tank here, and we will snap one further one here later. Now these guys will be irrigated, and you can place, let's say, water jars or anything inside, and the water jar will slowly gather water from the tank. So we can also put our water skin inside, and it will also gather water over time. I think it will take quite some time to fill it up. And now let's think about getting our dung beetle here. And also moving our Argentavis. We don't need him at the moment. But I can collect the poop. Thank you. Okay. So, these small beetles are carnivores. He has a lot of meat, so I'm not really too worried. I'll put his weight up as much as possible. At the moment, he will be our only production for the, what do you call it, the fertilizer. But later on, others will join in. Who did it? Is it me? Is it the RG? Well, in any case, let's put these in. Let's pick up our little friend here. Oh. Let's take this one as well. Sorry, little guy. Let's get on our cat just because this is much faster. When you're carrying your little bug, then it takes quite a long time for you to move over anything. Oh, nice drop. And now that we're inside of here, just throw him over. You can give him the medium feces. You can go to behavior and enable wandering. Now what enabling wandering does is it actually lets him move, and he in time turns all of this into fertilizer and also generates oil for you. So this is basically the best thing that can happen to you. If you can get multiple guys, and if you can also produce enough of the lovely things that they need. Actually, I can use that blueprint. Oh, I cannot. I forgot. Oh, I can close this one now. Now the next one we need is some walls. And I need to make a lot of them. So the smithy, the mason, will be working really hard for a really long time. So what we need is small foundations. So for the foundations, for the rounded ones, we will need 32. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 16. 32, correct. For the normal foundations, we will need about 68. Now for the walls, we will need rounded archway ornament wall. 400. Keep walls. 600, 800. Doors. We will need. We will take the wood, I think, for this one. We'll take 8 of them. We will take 8 doors. No. Okay, we need some metal ingots for this. I'll beg your pardon. Do I have any metal ingots? I do not. At least not in here. So, 250, 500, 1K, 1.25, 1.5 in total. Do I have enough to make an industrial forge? I do not. So let's just leave half inside, put half in here. Or should we put just 10? We need 20 per one. Split stack amount is 150. And then we can make 8 doors. All of the rest can go in here, so we can finally get our industrial forges up. Okay, the rounded foundations will be used to make the towers. We have a little bit of foundations available as it is, but it will not be enough. And I will need more of these to set up where I want to have the pillars as such. We can make more cementing paste, we can make more spark powder. the thing I need to collect is actually the coal from inside of these. And then I can go on to my next task. Now the next task at hand is to make gunpowder. How much gunpowder do we have? 8k. That's actually quite lovely. We have no iron ingots here. How many do we have available here? Ooh, decent amount actually. We can take them. I think we can set up our first industrial forge with them. We can. What do we lack? 8 polymers. For the 8 polymers we lack obsidian. Now this basically means we need an obsidian run. I'll take my little guy over here if I can actually reach him and catch him. Mr. Anki, it's your time to shine. On the map, obsidian is right over there on that ridge. And that area is quite rich with obsidian. It's a very good place to visit if you want to gather it on the Crystal Isles map. Now there's a few things I want to say about the Crystal Isles map. One, you will not find the side area on many locations. 2, you can find random beaver dams spawning around, like this one right here. Ooh. That's tempting, but I don't need cementing paste at the moment. 3, you need to avoid any areas that are heavily shrouded, because they may contain basilisks. I have died in the last episode due to a basilisk, and would recommend you guys avoid dying to them, if possible. Now basilisks preferably spawn in these areas and also in the deserts, mostly in the deserts. So desert areas are the ones you really want to avoid. Now we have a really good amount of metal. I do not need to collect any of it. We will just need crystal, obsidian, and I will probably need to go diving for silica pearls a little bit later as well. But first and foremost is gathering the obsidian that I will need. And before we go further, I do think the best course of action is to sit down here, because there's only a few bugs that are flying and we can take care of them easily. We can also harvest the chitin from this location, but it's not necessary. So let's go into our Argent Davis inventory, get some more levels. This poor Phiomia is being chased by an ogre. Ogres are one of the new additions in this part of the game. Oh, this area is actually quite nice for gathering chitin. There's 2 more additional nodes. Now this area is very fascinating. It has a decent amount of snakes inside of it, as you can see here. Plus it makes you really cold. And ogres are abundant here. This is like the swamp area. And it also... oh my. I will probably get some of those ogres to defend my castle. Now this is the area we are talking about. So this area has an abundance of metal. This area has an abundance of obsidian. You will be wise to remember where it is on the map. When I get my GPS device, I will be extremely happy to point out all of the locations for you guys and to write them down. Also, this area gives you one really rare resource that you usually hate farming, and that is leech blood. Now these red crystals are very good for gathering leech blood. Okay. Oh, and one more thing. I have reduced the amount of damage my dinos do to harvestable blocks. And in that way, I have reduced the amount of lag that I get in the game. So it's a win-win situation. It does take a little bit more time to gather iron nodes, but I can live with that. As long as it doesn't drop my FPS to death, I am quite happy. Now, as long as we are here, we can gather quite a bit of obsidian. And it would be preferable if our Argentavis did not cause us any issues. But he does like to go in front of us and block our pathway. Thank you, RG. Actually, I could just set him to move where I want him to. Okay. Sit down, please, and don't flap your wings. Now I may just do that. When I want him to go there, I will tell him go there. Nice. He reminds me of a bird from a cartoon, but I forgot the name. If anyone knows the name of the bird in the cartoon, feel free to leave it in the comments. I would really much like to remember. It also walks the same way. And I'll show you the move one more time, so you can see. Go right there. Could use this time to get some narcs as well. I mean, since we are here and these bushes are extremely good for gathering narcs. How many do we have? 4.9k obsidian. It's not a huge amount. It will be enough for the next few episodes, I think. Okay. Almost 6k obsidian. And there are no nodes close by, so we will pick up our Argent. And we will carry him to the first cluster, which is right over here. And we will park him over here as well. So let's go and collect these. I want to try and get at least 10k obsidian. That way I don't have to visit as often. Now that this cluster is done. Okay. We can actually collect this one as well. I do not want to waste any resources, even if they are, you know what, quality resources. Okay, I think this should bring us to our goal. Indeed, and I think this is the end of the cluster of obsidian nodes as well. There may be a few more around, but not enough to actually make it worth spending so much time. Now, if you know all of the locations on these types of maps, I think you're very well off. Let's take all of this, all of this. We have a lot of pure crystals. Let's take the stone, the wood, the thatch. We have a lot of rough crystals as well. We got 22k narcotics, which is really, really good. And that's about it from what I need. I can take the pure crystals just to put them in my chest. I can take the mushrooms and the leech blood. Would probably be... Ooh. Rare gems as well. The rare things will be stored in my specialty chest. And that chest will be used when we will be either crafting element or when we will just be enjoying ourselves and making some pedestals. And hello to the dear viewers who have just joined the channel. I welcome you. And if you have any questions about the game or the Crystal Islands map, please let me know. I will be happy to answer all of them. And the two lovely viewers who joined have also left now, which is a shame. But what can you do? That's how life goes. People come and people go. Okay, we need some water. Let's see here. Okay. We do not want to sit down anywhere near here. These are some of the favorite grounds for the basilisks to spawn in. Now let's see here. Okay. I think this is safe enough for us to sit down in. Let's see what we can get from these. Oh, leave me alone. Okay. That should be enough time. It was. Now our bird has enough stamina to carry our guy home. We do not wish to go to this drop. These types of drops are usually useless to us. When I say usually, it still means that they can sometimes give us really good loot. But those times are very rare. Oh, and this is really lovely and it's really close to my base. Has a decent amount. I can get my Dodec here. I could wall it off and make it a lovely chitin farm. If you also want to know how to make automated farms for chitin and other resources, please also let me know and I'll be happy to help you guys. The ice mountain is right there. We have all of the locations that we need really close, which is absolutely beautiful. I will have to do something about this horrible irrigation system, but we will hide it sooner or later. Let's drop you off here. We'll say thank you to our lovely friend. He gave us quite a lot of good resources and he did a fantastic job at gathering them. And in turn, he has let us start up our first industrial forge. Let's throw in this, let's throw in this, and let's start up the last 8 polymers that we will need for the industrial forge. Now we do have more cementing paste being made here. I can take 5k of it. And I can throw it inside of here. And after the industrial forge is done, I can make 800 more. Now we will take 4k of this lovely hide. We can throw this in. I will need to make a refrigerator as well. I'll take a little bit of this gasoline. And let's go right over here. Throw in most in here. And let's throw a little bit into this one so that it can last quite long. Let's take our forge. And let's take a few 100,000 iron. I'll drop this in. I'll take another 100,000 more. Now the industrial zone will be right outside here. I have made up my mind, since this area has the least amount of windows. Okay. Oh, it's actually clipping into the wall. I have to check if it's clipping through the wall or just into it. If it's clipping through the wall, I will need to adjust it. But I think these lovely little forges are blocking that from being seen. So that should be quite fine. So inside we will put the hide. We will put this, and we will put the 200,000 metal. Now, in time, the forge itself will turn all of this oil into gasoline. Now it takes 6 oil and 5 hide. I don't know how much it makes. I think it makes 1 or 2. But it makes... Okay, we will actually see. It makes 100. Okay. So we have 1815. We will see really soon. 1815. Okay, it takes 120 to make 100 gas. Not bad at all. In the meantime, I do think I can put the railings back. The second chest. This one, what do we have? We can take the pure crystals from here and the green gems and put them upstairs where they belong. What do I need for the preserving bins? Preserving bins are each really cheap. So we need some wood and some fiber. Crafting, preserving bin. Oh, some stone. Let's make 2 preserving bins. I will not need more. Let's throw in all of the unnecessary resources here. And let's take some spark powder if we have any available. We do. We won't need this much. And split stack into halves. Oh. I beg your pardon. This is good enough. Now this is our little kitchen here. I will outfit it with refrigerators later, but for now, this corner will be perfect for us to set up our two little preserving bins. Okay. We have to remember next to this window. Is correct. So this is where the palisade gate is. It will give us a hard time. Now let's put all of this inside. We can empty these chests. Oh, this one can actually stay. And we can separate the things here. So we can put all of the berries and the meat. I will take 500 of it with me. The mushrooms and the flowers all will go inside. And in the secondary one, right over here, is where we will put the leech blood and the spoiled meat. Now that we have done that, we can go to our living quarters. Oh, I did forget. I had a lot of meat in here as well. I did not want it to spoil. So we can put the spoiled meat inside of this one. And inside of this one, I can put a lot of the cooked meat. 189 would be more than sufficient for a long time. Now let's go to our lovely little bed. Let's put all of these pure crystals inside. The red gems and the green gems as well. We have our decorations table here. And we will probably be using it a lot quite soon. I do wish to get one more industrial forge up before I start anything, but I do think one is actually enough for my whole build. Now, why would one be enough? Just because I'm not going to build that huge. I'm a solo player and this is a single player game, so it would be a waste. Let's open his inventory. As you can see, our first fertilizer is already prepared. 2 oil as well. Doesn't sound like much, but for a little guy like this, it's a very, very good thing. I would probably prefer to get one more dung beetle quite soon. But before that happens, I will need to prepare the dino pen. The dino pen may be set up here. Oh, I'm dehydrating. Now we will not waste any water. But I do wish to see if I'm under the tap and press 7, will it refill my water? Oh. Okay, we got stuck in the gate. So I can drink from the tap. I can press 7. Access inventory, show pickup. Access inventory, and if I put this one inside, it refills it instantly. Lovely. Now how do these guys look inside? If they are not refilled, I can just put them in the taps. They are not refilled. Okay. And for some reason, this side is not really adored. Access inventory. Put it in and put it in. Lovely. And I can drink water directly from it. Perfect. Now I think I've positioned this right, because my kitchen is on this side. Is it not? It is. So when I place my industrial cooker, I can just take the irrigation from that part and lead it into this part. That will be extremely lovely. Now the next part of the work will be setting up the lovely towers and the pen. The question is, how many resources can I set aside for it? I have a good amount of cementing paste, actually a really good one, but I only have a small amount of no, I did not wish to do that, and I beg your pardon. Okay. Let's see how much iron I can collect. Not bad at all. And we have made all of the gasoline we can. We can take the rest of these resources and put them inside. Now all of this, these 6 forges together, combined, barely made the same amount that the industrial one did in quite a small amount of time, if I may say so. Now let's see here. We can put in the ingots, the cementing paste. However, the oil and the hide will probably stay inside of here. Oh, there is no hide. Okay, I may have put it in the wrong location. This one has more than enough resources to run. And we have a decent supply. So we will not worry about gas that much at the moment. Am I crafting up? I wish to check. There's a lot of polymers being crafted up. That is really important. I need to research the scuba gear. Scuba tanks, scuba mask, scuba flippers, scuba leggings. Okay. We can now make scuba gear if we want to. And let's go to the railing section. Wood railings, not needed. Metal railings, very needed. Oh, they're quite expensive, so I can only make 96. Before that, let's actually make just the railings here. Or can we check if the masonry table has railing availability? Wooden railing, all of them are wooden railings. We do not need those. Okay, let's get the stone ones, the iron ones, sorry. It may look a little bit off, but it won't be too much, I hope. And next is paste, no. Door. Gateway. Which one do we need? Which one do we want? That's the question also. Portcullis. I think the portcullis would be perfect. Okay, let's make the portcullis frame, and we need 150 iron for the next part. We thankfully have more than enough, thanks to our remarkable forge. So this is 120, and split stack, split them out, it's 30. Oh, I may actually not have enough wood. Railing as much as possible. Let's get some more wood. Throw it inside of here. And let's make lattice. Now this will be made for a very long time. So let's just pick up the railings and see how it will go. Thank you kindly. Let's see how many we will need. This is not the part, we need the back. This is the front. I beg your pardon, gentlemen. Okay. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh dear, we may need a lot more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. Okay. We need our trusted gun for this one. And all of these will be removed and placed one further. Not really liking this, but not much I can do. Okay, at least I can place them like this. And it's directly under the window, so not the best possible situation, but we will manage. We have always been able to manage, so we will do so even further. 3 and 4. This is 1, 2, this is 3, and this will be 4. 1 on this side. 1 on this one. Close enough. We will remove this one. Please do not grow back. Okay, please get removed as well. I will take my pick for this. Sorry, my sickle. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Sickle. Your contribution to our valiant cause has been noted. Let's open up this part. I guess this will be the breeding room, since all of this is happening inside. We need more iron at the moment. 260, there will be a few more railings, and one is about to be finished off. Come on, never mind, we'll come back later. So let's drop it inside. Let's go to the railing section. Let's click to make more. Let's Let's pick up these. Masonry table is making a lot of walls. The portcullis. Can't wait to see how it will look when everything is finished. Our greenhouse also needs railings. That will cost us a lot. This part is set up. Okay. So, too high at the moment should be good enough. Quite lovely. I hate the fact that this back area for some reason drops my FPS like crazy. And that my guy likes to dehydrate every 5 seconds. But what can you do? That's just how life in Ark works. This area needs to be finished off as well. I think I could finish it off quite fast. Take Callista. Get the beaver. We're gonna go first into our new lovely little area for pets. We have to carry all of these guys over one by one. Dodie, you're our little friend and we love you. Please stop pooping on the castle. Next is our saber. Unfortunately, our kangaroo cannot be picked up. I will need a griffin pen for my flyers. Oh, I can pick up the kangaroo now. Okay. Oh, I do not want you to sit on top of the castle. You're not the king of the castle. So just go down with the rest. Okay. Let's see here. Please, bird. I'm trying to work here. My bird is a really fun-loving pet, so it really enjoys teasing me. One is missing, so be it. I will need a lot more, but for the moment one is exactly what I need. I can take all of them actually. Make it one more high. This has been an extremely expensive build. And an extremely time-consuming one. If you are new to Ark and you do not wish to spend hundreds of hours in the game, I do recommend that you stay tuned into my channel and follow. I will be making an automated stone farm, an automated chitin farm, an automated wood farm, an automated cementing paste farm, and perhaps if possible I will try to make a automated iron farm as well. But that one will be a little bit hard to do since Ankies have a hard time gathering iron when set on Wonder, but there is a possibility that I want to explore. I do not think anyone has addressed this issue yet, but if I can find a way to make everyone's life easier, including mine, that will be quite lovely. Oh, thank you for the follow, P-Man. It's really appreciated. All of the railings that I could make are done. If you have any questions about the game, please feel free to ask. As people would say who have a castle, I am here to serve. One more. Let's eat some food. Okay, this is going really great. Just need the one single railing at the moment. Oh, Assassin Ghost, thank you very much for the follow. It's muchly appreciated. Let's see here. I think I may actually go start the outer, what do you call them? Not walls, the outer towers, pardon me. Please, can you stop being dehydrated every 5 minutes? That would be really kind of you. Now, when you are expanding your keep and you want to make towers, there is a certain way you want to do things. If you want to keep them on the same height, or if you want to plan out how the walls will be looking, if you want them around your whole keep like so, or if you just want them around a single part, you will need to adjust the size and you will need to adjust the foundation level. So as we can see, this level will not be even with the foundations that I have at the moment. Now, since this is a PvE game, I am not too worried about enemy players coming up my keep and destroying everything. I will be, however, focusing on one thing, which is making a wall area around the front, so now none of the dinos can actually get through the front and start killing all of my tames. Plus, it will make the keep look a lot better. Now we have a glitch area on the border here and on the border on the right side. So this means we cannot build on that one, which is quite unfortunate, but it is what it is. So we will have to do something to adjust that. Now the next thing we will be doing is actually just extending these foundations here and picking them up as soon as we reach an area where we feel we will be comfortably building. So this foundation right here is not going to be used for the build itself. It was just here as a marker where it goes out of the ground. And we will be using that marker to set up further foundations. If you also have problems with foundations snapping or not snapping, there's another way you can do and make a artificial foundation, which will be using walls and ceilings. Now, if the foundation goes too much low, you can, one of the important things, you can always just snap one foundation to the bottom like this, place two walls and place a ceiling. They will act as a foundation, and that will in turn let you build normally without having any problems whatsoever. Did I take? I did not take the other foundations. I have a lot more in the chests, so give me a second please, if you may. Now either foundations or ceilings are a must on any build. Oh, pardon me, wrong side. The storages are on the other hand side. Foundations are a must because you cannot place any ceilings or anything above your area which has no foundation. You can only build 3 slots out. I'll take these. We have lefts. We need the rights. How many do I have left? 16. We may need to make some more right-sided foundations, but we will get there in a second. So let us begin this part. Now when you set up your first foundation, oh, I need to switch to the other ones, I beg your pardon. Perfect. And on this side, perfect. Now when you set this one up, you want to extend your foundations like so, all across to the other side. And don't worry if they go up, you will be able to fix it in a moment's notice. So this area is luckily almost on the same level. They will start to snap in sooner or later. But I do think I will be able to reach the area which I want before that happens. Now this is the end zone. We will be preparing our tower right over here. We need this area like so, and this area. Oh, okay. Maybe we need to go one more out or two more out. I beg your pardon. So let's go two more out. May I now place? I may. Okay. This one requires me to place it here. And this one requires me to place it here. Now, okay. This one has been placed. And this one has been placed. Now, even though we can't see this foundation, we can use it. I will actually go out a few more spaces. Just because A, I can, because I have enough resources, and B, I want to see the foundation. I'm not a big fan of foundations being cropped out of the ground. Now, as you can see, this area does not let me place a foundation up top. So if I snap one here, it will still not let me snap one in there. But I will show you now how to fix this problem. And this is basically as good as it will get. Okay. Should be decent enough. Now we can't put one on the other foundations. Unfortunately, it doesn't work with this mod. But since we have placed all of the ones we need, we can now go inside and we can get our ceilings. So let's put all of these inside. You need the rounded ceilings. You need the rounded walls. And probably I will need some regular ceilings, but not at the moment. I will need some straight walls though. So I will be taking a small amount from here. Not too much. And that should probably be the things that I need. Oh, and I'll set up the portcullis right away, just because I want to finish off this area and see how it looks. And I will go through this door. And one thing I have not been able to do is in this area actually stop the plants from respawning inside of my building. Okay, we have a few spares here. Let's remove them. And we will be placing stairs in here. Ugh, I really hate how this looks. Like so. And one like so. Okay, I'll place the stairs in the middle. Or if I have a ceiling. I do not. Okay. Let's mossy, greystone, hellfire, sandstone. Let's open, close, menu. Menu? No. I need to click on this one. I'll beg your pardon. disable auto opening, disable auto closing. And this one needs to be redwood, hellfire, obsidian, obsidian. And this one will be set to obsidian as well, if possible. Yes, it will look cooler and more at tone with this one. Now that this part is done, did anyone poop? No, no, no contributions. RG, not even you. I'm disappointed. Let's close this door. If any of you have questions about the mods I am using, you can also write in the chat and I'll be happy to explain which mods I am using and how I am using them. Now we have everything we need. The exit is on this side. I will show you how to use the walls and ceilings to your advantage to make an even level floor with this mod. Oops. Now, as we have seen, this one single place cannot be fixed at the moment. However, if you place a single wall like so, it will cover the entire foundation area, and if you place a ceiling, it will look seamless. So this looks like another foundations, and since there is a foundation underneath, it will serve as a foundation and it will let you build on it. Okay, and since we also have one here, which we cannot see at the moment unfortunately, we can build on top of it. However, this will also be just the bottom level. It will not be used at all. We will block this whole area off with ceilings. And we will make this into another level. Now, why will we not use this area? It is because, simply put, we want a flat area. We want everything to be outside of the ground. This will just be used as a basic point. It will not have any real purpose. So our towers will start from the next level. This area will only be used to set up the bottom part of the walls with all of the stairs leading to and from them. If you will want to make a really nice build, a really nice castle, it'll take a lot of resources, a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a lot of thinking. So mostly, guys, prepare quite a long time. Oh. Okay. Prepare quite a long time before you actually start anything up. Okay. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Oh, let's fill in the ceilings here first. Let's close this part up. Now that this is done, we can finish this up and I can read my friend's message. Don't judge me. We have a funny emoji. I think this is a funny emoji in my eyes. Now let's finish up at least one side. And let's get the other things that we will need. Let's get some more walls. Think Getting 50. Getting 100 is too much. Split stack. Mount 20. Remove them from here. Put both of these inside. I'll beg your pardon. I will put the railings inside of here. I will need a few ceilings though. Oh, and I can put the rounded ceilings back. 25, 26. Should be enough. Let's open our gate here. Let's put our ceilings in the right location. Let's finish up this. And let's set up our floor. Okay. Now this will be the easiest position to jump into. Maybe not from the first go, but yeah, come on. Okay, not expected. Let's open this part up. Let's put the wall down. And we can jump in here or not. Okay. I'll beg your pardon, performance issues sometimes happen. Okay, this is a lot better now. So we will need to set all of these floors down. One on each side. Come on. Ah, so close. Okay, you're dehydrated. 95% of the time you are dehydrated, my friend. Okay, let's try not to fall off again. Okay, we need about 10 more ceilings. Okay, now you're hungry. 5 minutes of peace, just 5 minutes. I'm not asking for too much. For the ceilings, let's take 65, maybe a bit too much. 33 will be just fine. Okay. Lovely. Now the bottom part of the tower is done. We can start setting up where we want our walls. So the towers will need gate. Do I wish to have a gate actually on this side? I may go out and build over there or over here. Let's see what we can do with our foundations first. Okay, we have some foundations. Let's put in the walls. Let's put in the ceilings. We have some rounded walls, I believe. But let us check if we can connect it to the industrial area and if we can collect it seamlessly. So the first thing we will notice is that we need some walls. Okay. You're really a pain in the keister. We will go get you some water. Honestly, it's amazing how fast you can use up your water. Let's drop in this, and this, and pick it all up. We should have enough water for some time. Let's check our little fellow over here, our little champ. He has made a huge amount of fertilizer for us, a decent amount of oil. Now this area may be connected. I think it will. Doesn't look too shabby. I'll make some stairs on both sides to make it look good. We need some walls and we need some ceilings. So I will take some basic walls, I will take some basic ceilings. Let's take the 4 ceilings, that may actually be more than enough. 10, 12 walls. 8 walls may have been enough, but never mind. Let's set this up and let's see how it goes. So we will be going from this side. Or from this one actually. Let's press number 6. Okay. Let's put in a wall here. One here. And the ceiling that goes right over here. Almost perfect. Now may I may not place. We can raise our walls one more high. I do think that will be a possibility. Let us see first. Let's get some more materials. Let us get 10, 12 more ceilings. A decent amount of walls, 12 more ceilings. Let's get 50 minus 5, 5, 10, 15, okay, 38. Let's take the rest of these walls. The keep's foundations will not be needed at the moment. Can I make some stairs? I can. I will need 12. Next thing I will need is another portcullis. And I will need some wood, and I will need some iron. Thankfully I have all of those resources. Thanks to this lovely industrial forge here. And the wood will be in this one, I think. No, it's not. Then it may be in this one. It is. Let's go over here. Portcullis. Solid. De lattice. Thank you. Now metal. We will pick it up. The doors will be put in later. We will throw this one inside. We can actually put the fiber here. The flippers require chitin or keratin. Do I have any available? I have 15, which is more than enough. So let us make our set of scuba gear with 2 tanks. How many polymers have I created? 761. I may want to make a few more. A few electronics would also be quite nice. Next is... Did I take the portcullis? I may have not. I may have to remember things like this. I did take it. I have some walls. I have some ceilings. I will need the stairs. Let's remove 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of these should do the trick. So let us upgrade this place a little bit further, a little bit more. The first thing we need to do is set up this wall right here. Next thing we need to do is drink the water. Okay. Now I do not think I will have enough for this whole setup, but I will try to fill in as much as possible from this one go. And to any and all ARC players, I will say once again, this game requires a lot of your time, a lot of patience, and a lot of harvesting for resources if you want to make something truly epic. If you do not wish to spend a lot of your time on this game, I do recommend you go play Minecraft. This whole area will be sealed off. Oh shoot, we fell down. Okay. And now that this is done, you can set up these. No, we did not want to do that. So click and click. I wish to place this here, if possible. Two more. Oh, one more actually. Single ceiling, and this place will be completed. So let's go to this side and set down the walls. Not set up the walls, set down the walls, please. Listen to what I am saying. Okay, now we will find the center point using our portcullis. So the portcullis is how many? 1, 2, and 3 wide. So what we want to do is actually stand as close as possible to this edge, run down, and we will place our first staircase like so. Now that we have done so, this is the beginning of where our portcullis will be. The same will be done on the other side. However, unfortunately, I will require a few more of the stairs to actually finish this area off. I may place this last one here. That is lovely. Now I do have the railings needed, and I will make the stairs right now. So I needed 6 stairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 it is. The sided railings. Lovely. Stairs, stairs, stairs. I was quite sure I made some stairs, but I cannot see them. I can see them now though. Now these, the railings. I needed a single ceiling. 1 single ceiling was needed. Cable end. And I needed some normal walls. I can take 70. It's going to be plenty, I think. So first things first, I may put down the wall. No. Okay. I will have to go and get a foundation for that. Thank you. Close this part off. Close this part off, this part and this part. And afterwards, I need to go get a few foundations, maybe 6 to 8. Now, do I have any foundations inside of here? I do not have. That is unfortunate. Do I have any foundations inside of here? I do. That is, however, fortunate. Now let's get these right into this place. Thank you for your contribution. Let's go right under here. Let's remove this one. Let's place this foundation like so. It may be sticking out a little bit, but we will survive. Next is the wall ending. One on this side and one on the other. Okay. Now I can go to this side. Place down the rest of the stairs. 2, 1, 2. And I was correct. I needed one more. Let us go and make one more staircase right away. And I will repeat one more time for everyone watching. Making a castle is hard work. If you don't want to put on the time, don't even start it. Just make a small base and enjoy your life. Okay. Mm, I would be extremely happy if I could actually... Will probably not be possible, unfortunately for me. Oh, it will be possible. Lovely. One. Two. And we have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Beautiful. Now that we have these, let us take the railings and place them properly. Or at least try to place them properly. 3 on this side. 1 and 2 and 3. Now, I may wish to place one more, but unfortunately, it is not meant to be. Okay, you're starving. I understand. How tragic. Is there... there is no possibility. Maybe like this should have been better. Or actually, let's remove these 3. We do not want to waste any materials. Let's press the number 2. Oh. Okay. We will place the flat railings like so. And we will make a small stairway transition right here. Next comes the portcullis. I think I need to place it from the other side. Please open my inventory. Like so. And now I may place the portcullis gate. I will disable the automatic opening and closing. And I think this will look extremely well. Do I wish... I may actually wish to set some windows up in here. So we will leave this for Thursday, when we will be having our second part of the episodes. For now, I do think we are done for tonight. Oh, we are not. We have one more thing to do. The 2 basic railings. And the 1 door lever. Okay. Like so. And like so. Lastly, next to the portcullis entrance, on the inner side, we will set up this one. This is not the one that we wanted. Set up. Okay. This is the one we wanted. Lovely. This will be a beautiful castle once it's done. I am sure of it. Next thing is actually getting one more lever. Or lever, if you may. Setting it on the back one. Inside of here. Set up. I think it's this one. It is not. Set up. Is it this one? It is. Perfect. Foundations and stairs. Let us finish this part off first and then finish, because I usually forget things. So stairs, we wish to make 5. We wish to make 2 corners. We wish to take 1 foundation with us. So a single keep foundation will keep us very happy. And the stairs are not to be seen, which is, oh, they are to be seen, just by not blind people, or just not by blind people, if you may. I beg your pardon. This one as well. Gate. Now we need this one, this one, this one. Do we want? We do not want. This one I think cannot fit into this part. It will be unfortunate, but never mind. I do wish to take my Argent up. See how all of this looks. So this one has to be built up until the level reaches the gate. This one needs to be closed off still. And I need to somehow hide all of this. And the front entrance actually will look quite epic when it's finished. Now making this wall off area a bit more potent will require me to extend it this way and then to the left up to the end of the hilltop, like so, so that nothing can come up and that nothing can come down. Okay. So you have seen my castle, you have seen how I built. If you do like this type of content, feel free to subscribe or follow. And I will be posting content on a daily basis. I have been doing so for months. And I will be sharing all of my tips and tricks. So thank you very much for stopping by to watch, and I wish you a lovely day.